Welcome to the second lesson of the book, Play the Drums. Hi, I'm Drago and welcome to Drago Drums. So today is Unit 2 of the book, Play the Drums. So if you're my student, again, thank you very much. If you're not, but you bought the book, thank you as well. If you're neither, consider it buying the book or becoming my student. Why not? If you don't have the book and you want to buy it or check it out, in the description, I'm going to put the links for the actual book, the paper book, and the ebook. Okay? So, you practiced Unit 1, you read the theory, very important, you read the theory, so you know everything we played was quarter notes, and we played at 80 beats per minute. Now we're going to play 2 notes in each beat. I'm not going to say the name yet. You're going to find out when you read the theory beat. But for this unit, I decided to do separate videos for each part because I think it's going to be better. Okay? So now, Unit 2, Part 1, play just the grooves. The same way we started in Unit 1, we're going to start in Unit 2. But instead of playing just 1 note per beat, we're going to play 2 notes per beat. As I said before, if you're right-handed, you play the hi-hat with your right hand. If you're left-handed, you play with your left hand. Or if you're like me, who's right-handed, but play with the left hand. Okay? Still holding the sticks the same way. Very relaxed, everything relaxed. And before we start, in the first unit, we count 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, in between the numbers, we're going to put the syllable and, because we are playing an extra note. So we're going to play at the same time as we say and. 1 and. See? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I just did it fast without the metronome so you can understand. But now we're going to do the click. As I said before, everything in this unit is 60 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Make sure that every note and every count is locked together and they're with the click. And the ands I write in between. If 60 beats per minute is too much, too fast, you can always slow down. The metronome allows you to slow down. Amazing. So now let's do exercise 2 where we add the snare drum on 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again, if it's too fast for you, you can always slow down. And now, exercise 3, bass drum on 1 and 3. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And exercise 4, everything together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so there you have it. So now we come to exercise number 5 where we're going to have the bass drum and the snare drum played at the exact same time. So make sure that they do play at the same time. So here let's put the click and let's do exercise 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's important that snare and bass are played together in really in sync. So pay attention to that. Then the rest of exercises, there's videos, but the rest of the exercises is basically different combinations of bass drums and snare. I don't think you're going to have too much of a problem with that. My main concern, to be really honest with you, is exercise number 17, because there's a lot going on. Let me take the book out of here. There's a lot going on. You're going to be playing the right cymbal, you're going to play the snare, the bass drum, and the tom-toms. And that needs a lot of coordination and a lot of thinking. So before you put the metronome, even before you put the metronome, just work out what you need to play. The good news is the bass drum is exactly the same as the bass drum in exercise 5. You're going to be playing on 1, 2, 3, 4, or as it's called, 4 on the floor. So you can start by working out the right hand and the right foot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So no click, nothing, very slow, just working out 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right hand and right foot, right cymbal and bass drum. Now, here comes the bit where the left hand is going to go around the kick. And the gap between the snare and tom 1 is very short because you're playing 2 and. Then you hold 3 and, 4 and then from the floor tom, so a little bit bigger from in between the toms, and from the floor tom to the snare drum is a lot bigger. So another good idea is to work right hand and left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. No click, very slow, just getting the coordination right. And the last thing to work out is the right foot and the left hand going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm doing kind of fast, but you're going to do this very slow. Not even the metronome is going to be working, right? You can go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? And then when you're comfortable, still no click, very slow with everything. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Then when you're comfortable, then we're going to put the click and practice with the click. The other thing is that in the play part, the beats 19 and 20, they sound a little bit different because they're what we call syncopated beat, where the snare is not where you would expect it. It's either before or after. So 19, the snare is on the end of 3 and creates what we call a syncopated beat. So maybe it's a good idea before practicing with the click, just going slow, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the same thing would be to number 20, which is on the snare drum is played on the 4 and. So you go very slow, no click, and go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. They sound a little bit odd, let's say, but they're very common in music. So let's play exercise 19 with a click and then exercise 20 with a click. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And now exercise 20. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. These are the 20 exercise, the 20 beats, the play section of Unit 2. So now let's have a little bit of fun with the exercises in the play part of Unit 2, because there's a lot of known songs which the main beat are some of the exercises in this unit. Let's start with exercise number 4, which is the main beat for Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. Check this out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then also exercise 5. There's a lot of songs that exercise 5 is the beat. Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 by Pink Floyd. Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. Many of the disco era songs have beat number 5. And the most recent one with beat number 5 is this one. Check this out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Exercise 6, a lot of songs have exercise 6 as the main beat. Check this one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Same thing for exercise 7. A lot of songs have their main beat as their main groove as exercise 7. Check this one out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... After you finish practicing this part of the book, the play part, and after you played along to the play-alongs that come in the book, go and play with these songs. If they're too fast for you, there are many apps that you can download that they slow down the song so you can play along to those, and then you can increasingly speed them up to the point where finally you're going to be playing them at their actual speed. And start listening. Now that you have all these 20 beats in your mind, start listening to songs and trying to identify if any of the songs you like have one of these exercises as their main beat, their main groove. And maybe there are songs that the groove is not there in the book, but you can figure them out because you have been practicing and you use your ears, okay? So now the fun starts really to kick in, playing drums and playing along to songs, okay? We're gonna stop this video here because it's only about the play part of Unit 2. I want to keep each part of this unit separate because there's a lot in each unit, so you have time to watch the videos and practice and then go to the next one. So it's very important that you subscribe to the channel and press the bell so you get the notification when the next video for Unit 2 is up. Okay? Thank you for your time. See you next time. Bye.